Yeah, I pray to God and ask for help, hoping that I can change. So much be going on inside this life I'm living, man. Trying to move on, but shit, my past is always catching up. No time for that, these opportunities be passing, bro. Gotta be strong for the ones who don't feel like holding on. It's in your struggle where you find out who you really are. Your times go hard, but you just need to put your face in God and keep on going. Pray my lyrics really take me far. I'm thinking twice about my life and how I'm living. Say you better not slip up, these devils out here trying to get you, man. Say what I can about this plan, but y'all don't understand. These streets will take your soul, I'm trying to help y'all comprehend. But life is like shit when you living with no purpose. Gotta get yourself together, try to break right through the surface, yeah. I lost my brother to that rock, man, this shit is insane. My heart goes out to my mama, she really feel my pain. Find my composure out here walking like a soldier, but this shit weighing me down just like a motherfucking boulder. My heart stuck in the past, I'm out here trying to find some closure. Just gotta keep on going, knowing the battle still ain't over, yeah. I pray to God and ask for help, hoping that I can change. So much be going on inside this life I'm living, man. Trying to move on, but shit, my past is always catching up. No time for that, these opportunities be passing, bro. Gotta be strong for the ones who don't feel like holding on. It's in your struggle where you find out who you really are. Your times go hard, but you just need to put your faith in God and keep on going. Pray my lyrics really take me far. The second verse feel like I'm cursed, but shit, I've been through worse. Just thank God, cause I know I could have been riding in that hearse. Through all my ups and all my downs, I gotta put them first. Jesus, my kingdom, been with me through all my strongest hurts. Felt like there's demons on my shoulder trying to tear me down. But to get brighter shit, you gotta get broken to the ground. All them drug addicts and killers up on my side of town. But fuck it though, I'm posted straight up out that underground. Preach to the young and stay in school, that street life isn't cool. Lead by example, cause if I do it, they gon' do it too. I'm off that 9th Street teaching boxing to the kids and youth. Just trying to get back to my city, shit, that is the truth. I pray to God and ask for help, hoping that I can change. So much be going on inside this life I'm living, man. Trying to move on, but shit, my past is always catching up. No time for that, these opportunities be passing, but gotta be strong for the ones who don't feel like holding on. It's in your struggle where you find out who you really are. Your times go hard, but you just need to put your faith in God and keep on going. Pray my lyrics really take me far. Yeah, man, it's like through it all, you know, you gotta keep pushing, you gotta keep on going. It ain't never ending. You got the last say. Shit, just put your faith in God and stand tall through it all. Chill up, baby. Let's get it.
What's good, everybody? What's good? What's good? What's good? Let me make sure I got the right mic on and shit like that. I don't want to sound bad because we got some things to talk about. All right, let's go. What up, Sparkles? What up, Barn Dog? What up, Ryan? I was gonna move this live to like members only or something like that because basically, the activities. If y'all hear me laugh, I don't. I'm not laughing on anybody's downfall or something that happened to them or whatever the case may be. But like my core audience, you guys will always understand. Like when I say we, I don't say my or I, like my channel. I always say it's y'all's channel. I'm just the host. And it's not the most exciting situation because I'm not going to come up here, do a bunch of wordplay, hollering and screaming and cussing everybody out that comes in here. No, I just won't. Like I used to. I used to go after whoever, however, whenever. Like if today's activities basically happened and I was old envy, I don't know. I'd probably just fight everybody just because and forget why I'm doing it. What's up, Bush baby? I'm gonna really be interacting with the comments today because I want to know what y'all think. I did write a few things down, and I think I wrote some shit down today so I wouldn't say anything crazy because I do have names. I do have names that I'm gonna put on certain stuff or whatever because we don't waste our time. And you saw the thumbnail, right? It said lifers, like protect the lifers. And basically, in the motorcycle community, lifers mean you really have nothing else to prove. You've already been to your mandatory meetings, your mandatory runs, dealt with the drama, whatever. Now you can kick back and just kind of chill, right? Okay, let's see. What's up, Shady Tails? What up, Lee Peppa? Ava, it's always good to see you. Brian, what it do? All right, so All right, so core supporters, I want to go through some things, and the reason why I'm going through this now is because there's a lot going on. And if I'm going to sit up here and say like how much I do for people, then I want to have this live so that the people in the bushes realize that if you guys get into some shit or whatever, just don't bring it here. Maybe take like a little break. What's up, Mo Betta? Good to see you. Yeah, just take like a little break from around here. Like if you get into some dumb shit, and we'll put some names on that in just a minute. But let me go through some things right now, right? Okay, so it might be like what sector you from, what sector you not from, like across the YouTube streets. Not just, not just with me, with everybody. And I think I'm from the don't give a damn sector because listen, I've been in all sectors basically, and I've always done the same thing over and over and over again. Stood alone. I like to move around. I'm a nomad. I don't want to be able to, I don't want to have to count on anybody. And like when I say I will protect my people out in the YouTube streets or whatever, people, I'm not saying that you all need a security team. But at the same time, like if I rock with somebody, like even though I don't holler and scream and cuss people out, and don't get me wrong, the cash apps be cash apping and the super chats be super chatting when there's a bunch of people up here hollering at each other doing the most. Now, will I have those shows from time to time? Absolutely. What's up, Heffa Lee? Appreciate you being here. All right. So let me go through some things real quick. And as I said, like it's not going to be like the most entertaining thing, but it's going to be content. Okay. And a lot of people utilize us for content. And what I mean by that is like, and we never get credit for it. Like, we were supposed to bring in the mod that was out there tripping on people's channels. We did that. And then we let it go out to YouTube streets. We brought it back, broke it down, and made a decision on it. Right. And then the dude that mushed that woman's face, we got the content, brought it here, broke it down, let it go out in the YouTube streets, broke it down, and here we are. You know what I'm saying? Just Krista, good evening. I hope you're having a great day. Hey, chat. Just Krista, I thought, just Krista, hey, you're being talked about. So I guess it's time to, all those crazy lives that you had, like flipping over tables and chairs and throwing bottles and punching the air and whatnot. I guess it's time for you to, go ahead and back that up. But it is what it is. Like me personally, I chose to stop beefing because I'm a little bit too old for that shit. I'm not going to be yelling at kids on this motherfucker. Like I'm done. Like people are like, why are you so down the middle and objective these days? Old Envy was like, fuck everybody. I'm that way because it's more stressful to beef. Okay. I don't have enough time to research this, get a clip of that, them embarrassing themselves, me go up to their panel to cuss them out. I don't have time for all that shit. What'd you say, Hypnotic? Oh, hey, Hypnotic Touch wishes everyone a beautiful day. I wish you a beautiful day as well. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Tracy? How you doing? All right, so I do want to go through a few things, right? And as I said, like there's going to be some names put on it, and if somebody gets offended, they get offended. And the core group audience basically means that you don't have to worry about the politics of the YouTube streets. You just have to worry about how people feel that they hold you accountable. Not the pushes. Okay. Like if you got like 5,000 people in your chat, look who's typing. There's probably like 8 or 9 of them typing or whatever, or cash apping, or do something to show you a little bit more support than normal. What up, King Timothy? Always glad when you pop in, man. Appreciate the support. Yeah. So as I said, I used to take every opportunity. Um, Let me see here. Okay, so I did talk about the content that we don't really get credit for, but it's crazy. What's up, Washing Water? It's kind of crazy to me, because people always mention they're starting to talk about Marcus, right? From Atlanta Street interviews, right? They're starting to talk about him, and they're not saying where they got it from. It's like it's almost like a satellite fell out of the sky and they got that content. But you know what? We're ahead of the game. We're we're way ahead of the game. We even predict shit. And Lolo and Meika, yeah, you're gonna get a little bit of a segment here because we spent a whole lot of time, trying to support and doing a little bit of this and doing a little bit of that. And there's a couple things that I'm seeing that aren't adding up. They're not adding up at all whatsoever. Lolo and Meika, they're not adding up. Okay. And we'll talk about that in a second. And I know people are going to be like, oh, well, sometimes you bring people in for content and then you do this and that to them. I don't do shit to them. Yes, I bring people in for content. And it's crazy to me when people say, oh, so and so's out here trying to get content. I know. Yes, I am. What's up, Donna Hughes? I'm 100% definitely out of the YouTube streets trying to get content. Because guess what? I'm a content creator, right? So anyway, Sparkles, you looked at me crazy because of Lolo and Meika. Okay, well, you know what? You're gonna look even more crazy when I explain it. And listen, you have to deserve for me to talk about you. What's up, Tracy? Yeah, you got to deserve for me to talk about you, and I don't have to go crazy. And here's the thing: if I talk about somebody, I'm basically giving you a pass, because after that we put a troll mission together and things just it just whew. Listen, if we put a troll situation together, like, you'll definitely be upset that you did what you did. And as I said, I don't have to holler and scream, but if I troll you, listen, everybody on the YouTube streets will definitely tell you, please don't have envy troll you. Sugar Plum, what it do? That's the point, isn't it? Yeah, Shady Tales. Shady Tales, I hear it all the time that people are out trying to get content. I'm always like, how stupid are these people? Are you serious? Okay. Oh, you're clout chasing. How am I clout chasing? Because I'm on a panel with more people in the chat than I get in the chat. Hey, listen, if you want to if you want to call that clout chasing, call it clout chasing. But how many times over here do we make ourselves our own content? Literally. Like, I reviewed my own video about content. And here, we like to be one and done, right? And people remind me of that all the time. You're one and done, meaning I bring content here, we break it down, and we're done. We're not going to drag it on, drag it on, drag it on, drag it on, and make a storyline around it, and then kick somebody off, bring them back, do this, do that. I no. Like, once we're done talking about you, we're done talking about you. Once we came to a decision that you're shit or you're not, cool. And to the people that don't come around as much as they used to, you appreciate seeing you. Thank you. The people who used to come around, I'm watching, right? I look at my chat. I look at my notifications after my videos. I look at my Cash App. I look at my super chats. I look at how people communicate with me on the street, on the YouTube streets. Okay. I look at all that. So I know who the core audience is, and don't be fooled by the numbers. Don't anybody ever come here and say, oh my God, like, hey, there's 50 people in here, which there is right now, but I'm never, ever, ever going to be that person again that has, a few hundred consistently every day, ever, because I don't know, I'm so serious about not like being fake and not having people around me. And the thing is it's not just my decision. It's my supporters' decision. I'll throw something out there, they'll break it down. There's one or two things that are going to happen, right? After I have a show, especially about people. What's up, Resto? What's up, Daquan? Yeah, there's only like, okay, so if my supporters basically say, nah, we're not having it, then we're not having it. That's what it is. It's done. And that's why I said we're going to mention Meika and Lolo, because I did hear from my supporters. Hey, Resto, got a question for you. And this has to have with Meika, right? Because I'm still kind of looking into things, because I'm not going to make any conclusion over here with my supporters before we know for sure. Resto, question for you. If you could type it in the chat, I'd appreciate it. Is Meika doxing Izzy? Am I hearing things? Am I saying, like, do I need new glasses? Do I need hearing aids? Do I need a different mode of judging things? Is Meika and I apologize, Meika, if you're not. I'm asking a damn question. Resto is hey, what's up? Your sunshine. I almost said us sunshine. What's up, Yaya? Hey, Yaya, your breakdown. Listen, when you go live, I literally like I have to be careful not to fall out of my chair. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, yeah, I had what you call it? I had e-bike over here. You know what I'm saying? The e-bike owner over here. And I questioned her about everything. You know what I'm saying? And we broke it all the way down to why did you get all them goddamn cash apps over at Lemons? Why did you get all them damn cash apps over here? And we saw no result. So yeah, I had to speak on that. I see you walked in, and I questioned her about it. And she's like, "Oh, I got this, I got that." I said, "That's what crackheads say." You know what I mean? How many excuses do you get from a crackhead to give them money? Okay, a lot. Oh, I need to do this and do that. And then bandages. If listen, everybody needs to be fired from the first aid or the first responder or the hospital or whoever the hell showed up. Everybody needs to be fired if you wrap them damn if you wrap them damn bandages around that woman. And then she says that she refused medical aid. Well, if you refuse medical aid, what the hell you got these damn old ass looking ass Dollar Tree bandages wrapped around your arm? I don't get it. So I guess you want people to pay. What are we paying for this time? What is it? You know what I'm saying? Neosporin, like what are we paying for this this time? Because we know it's crack. And like Yaya said, them little margarita, them little margarita things that you run around with. Now, hey, I said I don't start beefs or whatever, but the only reason why I'm saying something is that's one of the few people that we've brought here to try to help. We literally try to help that lady. We try to let her give her own story, her own testimony. We didn't let her get interrupted or whatever. But listen, if you say some dumb shit on my channel, I'm gonna I'm gonna clip it, review it, and we're gonna talk about it. So like that's why I don't that's one of the reasons why I don't drop the link a lot, because I don't want anybody, hey, what's up, so bomb? The reason why I don't drop the link a lot is because I rely on myself, and I don't want a whole lot of like people feeling like they're going to give me information and I'm not going to bring it back up. My supporters literally will tell me in the comments, yeah, old girl said this or homeboy said that, and I'll dig it up in my in my timestamp, and we'll definitely go over it. What'd you say, Resto? It's technically not a dox, but she's putting out a bunch of info for no reason. She has also sent a bunch of emails to her job and posted her house. Hold on, dog. In Lemon's Discord. Hold on, I'm pissed. Hold on. What the fuck? Hold on. Oh, sorry, I messed my computer up. Okay, so here's why I'm pissed about that. Let me see another comment, just just to make sure. She only hates Izzy because I love her. She's trying to get at me, and that's the only way she can, by attacking Izzy. Okay, listen, Resto. The reason why I care about that is because listen, it's really not, it's not easy to be a mod over here, right? The reason why is because we gather information together. I make sure that you're taken care of, and I have a strong protection of you when you're out in the YouTube streets. It's not an easy type situation, because my thing is please don't bring beef here, and please don't get with people that are obviously going to be an issue. Please, because I as I said, hey, what's up, Nubiology? That's crazy, Resto. Okay, so the reason why I'm pissed, the reason why I just accidentally unplugged my computer about that situation with Meika, Resto, is because she was a mod. And if I feel like a mod is out there doing something weird, I never want to sound like I'm like the principal's office of the mods. You all are grown ass adults or whatever, but you're a part of the channel. I basically, put you in a different category, different level. I rely on you. So I had to look into that, Resto, because Meika said that she stopped that behavior. Meika said that she wanted it to be in her past. Okay. So I don't give a damn, Resto, if it's an official docs or anything like that. What I'm saying is she says she's done providing any kind of receipts or pictures or whatever. So that I mean, as I said, if you do some dumb shit and then it comes back where we have evidence here, then we're going to talk about it. And you have every right whatsoever to speak, on your behalf. But if there's pictures being sent and all that, what can you say? You know what I'm saying? Like, what can you say? Uh, what? Come on, bro. Resto, come on, dog. Listen, you said that it's not technically doxing. I mean, I get it, but if you're reaching out to her husband and sent, let me move on because I'll say something that just I can't come back from. You know what I'm saying? How she get on into Black Eye? Um, I know. Punched herself. I mean, mm, you got to understand. Addicts will do whatever they need to do to get their fix, especially when they're withdrawing. So, that situation right there that, the black eye, I literally punched herself. Like, I wouldn't put anything past her. What's up, baby Pizarro? I heard a fat chick was talking about my mommy. Let me see. Who would that be? Is that just Krista? I mean, just Krista's talking about everybody. I mean, skip the fat chick part, but she's been talking about everybody. I mean, just Krista's not skinny, but I'm not gonna call her fat because that's disrespectful. I'll call her not skinny. How about that? Let's see here. Daquan child. Oh, you're arguing with somebody. Okay. Uh baby Pizarro. I love it. Let's go. Krista, you think you could slide to my live right quick? When Daquan? I mean, why would you ask right now while I'm live? You don't want to join the you don't want to join the people that gotta watch from outside, but that's cool. I would just like for you to be a little bit. I know if you say, "Hey, I meant later or tomorrow or whatever," in my chat, can you please be specific? Like tomorrow, or you want her to leave now? That would be appreciated. I'm not going to talk shit yet, but please be more specific because I don't want any of that weird shit being in my chat. You have the receipts. Oh wow. Resto, Resto, your receipts are always really, really good. Wow. And okay, that's cool. So we'll get together on that because basically I don't like it, and I do like to have paperwork. I like to have some evidence. I like to have that because basically when I go in on somebody in my own little slick way and cut them off, that's it. Like you can't come around. Like don't even sit in the bushes. Like I've never seen so many cowardly bombers in my YouTube life. Just straight weak sissies. I see so many people weak, and they don't understand that they have to change being weak. Two things are going to happen to you if you show weakness. Number one, your supporters are going to be like, "Why in the hell would I follow a follower?" You know what I'm saying? Like, why would you follow a follower? Like people want you to have your own confidence. People want you to stand on your content. People want you to make sure that people aren't fucking with them out in the YouTube streets and all that, right? So if you're weak, two things are going to happen to you. Number one, your supporters are going to be like, nah, I'm straight. Number two, you're going to be target practice. You're going to be the first people that somebody comes after to see if they can come after somebody who's quote unquote stronger. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think like breaking down Lolo and first, and for example, I don't want to talk about YTC too much because that's like trending, and I'm gonna let y'all figure that out without speaking on it. So I will say Lolo, if you get attacked first, like with P bombs or whatever, just know, no disrespect, just know that individuals see you as weak. You know what I mean? If you're the first one, you look weak. You know what I'm saying? Because it's target practice to go get the ones that are stronger. They start working their way up the ranks. But no disrespect. I'm just saying. Just we'll watch you on your live and see what happens. But we'll get into you just a little bit. I'm gonna send you something on Discord. So I'm not lying. Okay, cool. Let's see here. What'd you say? Oh, you're going back and forth with somebody writing paragraphs. Okay, great. Diving, what's up? What up? What up? What'd you say? Yeah, bro, I left her alone. She just brought it up for no reason. It's whatever. Only reason it isn't a dox is because Izzy goes by her real name on YouTube. It's a dox if she's calling the damn house Resto, if she's calling the husband, if she's calling the husband and calling the job and doing this and doing that. She didn't know that information. I don't give a damn about her real name. Izzy didn't come out and be like, I work here and I live here and here's my husband's phone number and you should call him if you have a problem with me. It's a dox. Stop. What do we got here? Hold on, my phone's going off. The only reason I'm checking it is when people start hearing my commentary, some shit happens. Yep. Yep. Okay, good, Lolo. Good, Lolo. You're in the clouds. So the thing is here's what a lot of people do. Like if they see somebody in their chat or they get something, what'd you say? Talk your stuff. I told him I wouldn't never leave a CC live to go to another. Right. Well, bye. Um, you know what I'm saying? Cosmic Girl, what's up? Hey, Cosmic Girl, I really appreciate all those comments that you gave. You really gave me like about Marcus. You helped me look at both sides of the coin. So I really do appreciate the time that you took to be active in the chat. That really helped me with my content. You know what I'm saying? I really love I really love the people in the chat because guess what? I don't know everything. And y'all have been other places that I haven't been. So you know what I'm saying? Would you say, Gemini? Mika didn't contact the husband. Really? Oh, damn. All right. Well, Gemini, see, that's what I'm saying. I welcome all viewpoints, all questions, constructive criticism, whatever it is. Because basically, as I said, the only reason why we're lifers, the only reason why I support the people so heavy that come to my channel on a regular basis is because they have their own minds. And once we have our own minds and we come back and we make a stance on something, I'm going to hold people accountable to, be that person like Lolo and Meika. So if there's some kind of different viewpoint, she didn't call the husband and Resto said that she calls the husband, then we're on Resto's ass. There's no favorites. I mean, we've been on. I support Lemon the long way, but we've been on his ass trying to take him to street beefs and shit. You know what I mean? Like no, I don't listen. If you're wrong, you're wrong. If you're right, you're right. And if I call you out and you're wrong, and you know you're wrong, and you stop fucking with me because I called you out, then you're weak in the first place. And I want you to get from around me. I don't want you to only just get from around me. I want you to get from around my people, my core audience. Hey, they could do anything they want, but I'm gonna be annoyed if you keep chatting. Put some shit in the chat, and they tell you to leave them alone, and then do it again. I'm hitting a panel. I'm doing something. I'm a mod at places. I don't really do the timeout that much. I'd rather go up to the panel, cuss you out, tell you I'm gonna time out, go down in the chat, type you out, and laugh. I like that better than the timeout, and piss you off for my own gain. You know what I'm saying? Would you say, Austin? You said, I'm sorry to say, if the P bomb one time, even if sorry, I can't read today. My bad. It's not your writing, it's my lack of being able to comprehend words right now and put them together. I'm sorry to say if they P bomb one time, even if it's their first time, they're wrong for doing it. I'm sorry to disturb your channel. You're not disturbing my channel. I mean, the thing is I like people to put those kinds of things in the chat because I like to interact with you. Because then I can answer your question. You guys can ask me any questions, but you guys see what I'm on. You guys hear the content. You guys hear what I'm talking about. But hey, if you want to ask me questions that are a little bit outside of that, I welcome that because yes, that is what today is about. Not here, but that's what the day is on the YouTube streets, the P bomb. Now, why should people not give a damn? Why should people not care? Because they'll be cool in 3 to 5 business days. I mean, this might take a little extra, but definitely not more than a week. Everybody will be on everybody's platform or whatever because they pin their link. You know what I'm saying? I pin my link a lot, but I wish I would let somebody up there. You'll sit backstage for the rest of your life if I don't want to let you up when my link is pinned. All right. So would you say, Gemini, what are you talking about? She said that she did. Okay. Right. So I want you and Gemini in the chat to figure out. Okay, so you say that Meika called Izzy's husband, and Gemini says that Meika did not call the husband. That's the kind of shit I need to know. Because if I'm gonna call somebody out, I mean, listen, I take wrenches. It's hard to get a wrench over here. I don't give a shit. Listen, I take them, I giveth and I take them away. And it's not just the mods. Like if you're an asshole in the chat or whatever, I like my people. I'm trying to build a core audience. So if I let people get disrespectful in the chat or whatever, guess what's going to happen to my core audience? They're going to say, hey, when I go over to Envy's, I get attacked. When I go over to Envy's, he doesn't do anything about it. Oh no, Envy definitely does anything, something about it. My mods really aren't timeout people. They're block. They block. We don't time out a whole lot over here. We block. Like everybody's old enough over here to understand how to follow simple directions without us having to give you a rule book. Yo, what's up? And the thing is also, Lolo, I heard that you're hearing in the clouds, and I said that we will address it a little bit more. But I'm seeing a couple things in the streets right now with your name in it, some chats, a little this and that behind the scenes, some stuff going on with your mods, whatever. See, it's imploding right now because people are challenging you to stick to those rules that we made. And the fact is, if you don't stick to those rules, like I rocks with you, so we won't we won't troll you. We won't it's, anyway, all right, let me move on. Basically, we won't dish rag you, okay? You know what I'm saying? Because if somebody comes over and wastes our time, that was a good deed, Lolo. So don't mess it up, okay? But so far, But you know what? I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt at this point. I'm going to wait for you to go live because I can't judge you completely based on your rules if you don't go live. So we'll see. What up, ghetto? Let's see. Envy, you're right as hell. Yeah, I'm trying, man. I'm really trying. You know, am I gonna lie and say it's not cool to see like 1,000 people in the chat and woo, think super chats flying and cash apps ringing and have people be bought down and bought up and yeah, I mean it's lucrative, it is funny, and it's whatever. But I want to put together a channel where you can sit down on the couch and watch it. I want things to relate, like when we had Atlanta Street interviews over here, and then some people had a whole lot of concerns or whatever. Then we brought it back so we can present the situation, and we figured it out. Now, what does that lead people to believe? Or not believe, what does it lead people to be motivated to do? Well, they'll watch the show previous and then watch the other show because it's a series and it ends. I don't want to just sit up here and go off and go off and go off. But actually, today is about, I mean, it is about P Bomb, but it's not, because I just want to make sure that my core knows that I'm here for you, and you don't have to like get involved in anything you don't damn feel. A little bit. I mean, listen, I will tell you this: the trees have been closer and they're more fresh, in around here these days. What's up? Hey, Trini gal. Yeah, I saw your message. I believe it was like on Shakim's wall or whatever. I definitely 100% saw your message. So I see that something happened between you and an individual. We'll just say that because it's your business. It's not my business to bring it out. It's already been brought out. So why regurgitate? Meika said it was a threat that she never did it. Oh, so basically you're saying that Meika said, "Hey, if I have to go that far, I'll call the wife, or the husband rather." Well, okay, cool. I don't like the threats either, but Resto, you really have to sort that out, because like Gemini is saying the opposite of what you're saying, and I don't want to bring it to the forefront here, because then obviously my people know that I'll go out and check shit out, and they're going to ask me to dig that up. And I don't want you to look wrong, because either Gemini is going to look wrong or you're going to look wrong. And then, you know what we do after that. Austin question. Okay. What'd you say? Oh, hey, 28 likes. Are you serious? I'm gonna start doing the Mejia and the Pizarro. Like, if I have that type of likes, well, there's gonna be three things that happen. Number one, we'll go into a concert. That'll be test number one. Number two, I don't know. Actually, no. Number two, I'll just leave. What up, Drip? Appreciate you, Sour Patch. What it do? Gemini, I want to hear what you have to say. Everything Meika showed yesterday was news clippings. Oh, okay. Um, hmm. hmm. Okay, so let me ask you this. If we figure out that's not technically doxing because they're news clippings, what is the motivation to go get those news clippings? What is the motivation to have threats against somebody that you're going to call their husband? Like, it's not necessarily me figuring out if somebody technically doxed by definition. I like to look at people's motives and motivation to do certain things. Like, why? Where you been? Where you been? Okay, yeah, we're talking about you today, just a little bit. Where you been? Hello, Meika, where you at? Anyway, there's no dog whistle. If somebody doesn't want to come here, they don't want to come here. If they do, they do. If I see people, especially a mod, not come on a regular basis, you are no longer a supporter. Diamond change your avatar. Oh shit. Resto, I said I sent you Discord message with facts of her emailing her job, since that was the first thing I said. Okay, cool. All right. So we might not have to have two shows or whatever. We might go ahead and solve this mystery right now. All right, let me see. Oh, wow. um wow. Oh shit. Hey man, where'd you get? Okay, I don't need to know the source, but I need to figure out if I can show this. I need to figure out who, if I could show this. Used to get in trouble for timeout and block and remove comments. Oh, yeah, Austin. That's just because the content creator didn't know you. You know what I'm saying? I mean, yes, obviously, if you're a mod, they know who you are, but they didn't watch how you moved. They threw you a wrench, because my thing is, I don't babysit mods. They're mods for a reason. I don't know if you want to block somebody, great. If you want to time out, they use their discretion, and I don't care. They can do whatever the hell they want to do. Trini, I was talking about several different people. Resto, I want to see. I don't want the source, but I want to definitely make sure that I can show it. What's up, the Joy Queen? Always good to see you. Thank you for the way that you interact with me out in the streets. You always make sure that you greet me. What's up, Unfiltered Muffy? Lolo, what it do? Yeah, Lolo, I'm bringing you up. You know how I am. I'll bring up anybody and everything if I love you or hate you. Then I'd be like, damn, just give me trouble about it. Why am I a mod for? Yes, if I can't do my mod job, makes no sense. Yeah, it sounds like the same thing when they tell content creators that they go out seeking content. What are mods gonna do? Sit back and do nothing? Listen, uh, a mod stick is not a clout chase for me, and it's not to like, oh, these people are my core audience. It's really to goddamn rock out, and they know how hard I'll go for them out in the streets. If you fuck with one of my mods, and it's not justified, I'm not gonna dive into the fight. But at the same time, you listen, leave them alone. We'll just say that. Yes, I'm not going to cuss anybody out, but again, if I troll you, it's going to be a disaster. Okay, you might not want to be on YouTube for a little bit. I've done it in the prison sector. I've done it everywhere I've ever gone. Some people had to get the fuck out of there. Okay. He said you high as hell, so he's right. Well, you know what? If I'm high as hell, I mean, what is this? The weed police? Like, like if I'm high as hell, okay, fine. I mean, I haven't seen like the weed police in a long time. You know what I'm saying? What do we got? You said that's another reason I'm retired from being anybody else's mod. I quit being a mod for over 15 channels already. Well, you know what? If you feel comfortable about it, man, I'm glad that you made that move, because you probably feel a whole lot better moving around on the YouTube streets. Because sometimes it sucks being a mod, because you're not really supposed to be in a chat or on a panel or this and that when somebody's dragging you, or not really like chilling out on somebody else's live when you're live. Like, I believe in some of the general mod, like obvious, unspoken rules, but at the same time, like, I don't want anybody to limit themselves. I know you're listening. Your videos, my love. Okay, cool. I mean, Lolo, you've always been supportive. You've helped me. I fought for you once, and if I'm gonna do it again, Lolo, which I'm gonna have to. Okay, you're a mod, you're a supporter. I'm gonna have to fight for you. It's inevitable. So you got to hear what I have to say today if I'm going to do that. You know what I'm saying? Because when we had that show and I'm seeing a few things out here, it's not going in a direction that we agreed on in my show. And you know what happened, Lolo? Let me tell you something real quick, Lolo. All right. People know I'm going to do what I say I'm going to do. And I said, listen, ODS was like, I don't know if Envy needed to put those rules up there. That was cool. Whatever. He had a good live. It is what it is. And I said, listen, ODS, it wasn't necessarily for Lolo. I know Lolo knows how to run a channel, but it was basically a receipt. I make my own receipts. I don't make my receipts against you, but I make my own receipts. I don't have to go anywhere to find shit. I'm my own content. Okay. And the reason why I did that, Lolo, is basically everybody told you what I was going to do, that I'm going to hold you accountable to goddamn get stronger because you look weak as fuck right now. It's weird. Okay. I know you want to get along. I get it. I made up the saying, I love everybody, but this isn't the first time. Like, Lo, damn well over at Lemons, I said the same thing to you, like openly, like that you're acting weak. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to tear you down or anything like that. But if I don't come at you in a strong way and telling you how you look, then you're gonna blow it off. And that doesn't necessarily mean I'm not supporting you and I won't do my thing for you, Lolo, but tighten up. Okay. Please. Or don't. You don't have to, but I say tighten up. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure my supporters will say tighten up, Lolo. And you're not the only one. We're breaking down the Meika situation as well. I'm looking at my Discord right now and I'm waiting for Resto to kind of tell me where. I mean, if you can tell me where you got it, cool. But if your source is credible or whatever, I want to be able to show the receipts so that people can see it. Because guess what? Then I won't have to do another show about it. If the receipts are receipting and the general people, especially the people that put comments after my videos, believe it, whatever. If the majority thinks that the shit is right, then that we're going with that. What's up, Pamela? Pamela saved my life a couple times. She's been around since the beginning. Goddamn, let's go. Hey, welcome, Envy Lifers. Yep. Envy, you may want to watch Meika's live from yesterday. That's where I got my info from. Okay, Gemini, I definitely will. The thing is like, okay, if people have varying viewpoints like you and Resto right now, I don't want that. I want you guys to, I want to have a environment that's fun, safe. You feel like you can get your shit off. It's respected. And, I'd rather you and Resto get along. So Gemini will definitely look into that live. And I'll also look at Resto's receipts. And, hopefully we can come to a common ground because it'd be cool. I don't want people to be at odds on my channel. And I'm looking out for both of you, Gemini and Resto. Okay. News clips ain't doxing. You're right. It isn't. It isn't. And Austin, you see me do my lives. I'm very impartial. If the receipts are receipting and it looks like a dox, that's fine. If they're not, I will say, Meika, my bad, you weren't doxing. But at the same time, though, either way it comes up, if it's not doxing or is doxing, it's the intent. It's the intent. Why are we doing all that? Takes a lot of research. Why are we doing this? Let's go. Sorry, I'm a little slow on the comments today, so y'all are probably saying some stuff, responding to something I said about 20 minutes ago. My bad. I never said job. I said or I said she said she hasn't contacted the husband. Okay, no, you're good. You're good, Gemini. We're gonna find that out right now. She was so bold that she sent me the proof of her sending those emails and requesting the body cam to two separate events. Right, bro. Come on, man. And was that the vacuum? Was that the vacuum event from Target that she was that she was still vacuums? I would assume that'd be the only body cam footage. You know what I'm saying? I should have blocked her name out, but I forgot. Yeah, I wish you would have. But I see it. And I don't have time to block it out and do all this and do all that right now. Period. Envy. I do things for a reason. No motherfucker should be able to question me for shit. Sour Patch, you were actually sitting on the panel with Meika. So is there anything that stuck out to you? What's up, Lady Snoop? Is there anything that stuck out to you, Meika? Or not Meika, but Sour Patch, because you were there. Okay. Resto Envy, I have no facts, only what I heard from her live. Okay, that's cool. Well, Gemini, we'll just call it an opinion. We'll call it, educated guess. I'm not here to like prove you wrong or like make you feel uncomfortable or anything like that. I just saw you and Resto disagreeing, and just underscoring the fact that I will go find out what the hell is going on. But Gemini, I'm glad that you put that comment out there, because we're not going to hold you accountable to saying that that's exactly what happened. As I said, we'll definitely use it as an educated guess. What up, leopard print? Appreciate you being here. You have returned. You're new around here. That's cool. Trini Gal said mod should be able to go. Wait. Mod should be able to go anywhere, especially if the CC is going to kiss ass and make up with the people they mad at. That happens all the time. Like, supporters will leave and then they'll go rock with somebody and then not want to be in somebody's chat. And here's what you got to remember, right? I'm always going to be 100 with y'all. Content creators get behind the scenes and talk. And when they talk, listen, this shit that you see out here in front of you is fake. Most of it, like probably 80% of it. So if you really think that people are beefing and this, that they're not. The same people that act like they're beefing are having a good time behind the scenes, doing local non-recorded StreamYard, having parties together or whatever. So yeah, go wherever the hell you want, because yes, you're 100% correct. They'll love each other. And you know what? If you get in the middle of somebody's argument just because you favor another person, when they make up, you look like the ass, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, don't look like the ass taking somebody's side. Must be high because you a lot of crap. Let's see. Well, no. Caramel Bunny, I know you're new around here. Just give me like a few shows and you'll definitely see that I say whatever I want, when I want, and how I want. No disrespect to you. I respect you completely, but I definitely talk my shit. Okay. I just don't go after people like I used to. I can't, you're who I mod for. I'm going where I want. Good. So bomb. That's the attitude that everybody should have. And the only thing that I think would be weird for a mod is to like sit on a panel when somebody you're modding for just gets completely drugged. Now, if it's slick shade, like, that weak dude or this, that, whatever, that's cool. But once they start dragging kids and doing this and doing all that, I do think that it's weird for somebody's mod to hang out in an environment as such. Let's see here. What do you got? King Timothy here. I like the, okay, good. Yeah, I mean, King Timothy's a real one. He always has good comments. He interacts, and I'm glad that he brought you here. That means something, right? Only mod in my sector is different over here. Yeah, it is different over here. What was the message of the Trinity that Shakim showed? What was the message of Trinity that Shakim showed? Oh, the message that from Trini that Shakim showed was the interaction between her and Lolo. I'll just leave it at that because it's too messy for me to go into the details. But there was exchange between her and Lolo, and Trini is a very supportive mod of hers. And I was just surprised that, if they're arguing, that's fine. But it was put out in the forefront, so I thought I'd at least bring it up. Why is he being forceful with Lolo? Lolo isn't. It's your channel. No, I'm not being forceful at all. The thing is, Caramel Bunny, the only reason why I'm asking about it at all whatsoever is because we are here for 5.5 hours breaking it down to help Lolo, right? So if it was my content and it's on here and I presented it in front of people, I'm not telling Lolo how to do a damn thing. But you see this? Like I have to stand on what I stand on. If we sit here and we say this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, you know how long it took us to come up with this? Okay. And if I don't hold somebody accountable, then I basically contribute to their weakness. And I am not an enabler. You know what I'm saying? Not at all whatsoever. I will never enable anybody to be to get stepped on. The only Empress, what's up? Glad to see you, Goddess V. Let's see. King Timothy. Yeah. Oh. My bad. I'm so behind. My bad. Yeah, Resto, that's cool. I wish you would have marked out her name so I could show the Meika receipts, but we'll get down to the bottom of things when I watch the show, because I am gonna watch that show per Gemini's request. What's up, AK? What up, Pizarro? Good to see you. I love it when you come around. I always look for you. You know what I'm saying? I really do. I resent with Meika and Izzy's names edited out. Okay. Did you get it from a place that where if I put up the receipt, Resto, did you get it from a place where somebody's gonna come and be like, why'd you put up the receipt? Oh my god. Because at the same time, I don't there's no such thing as dox and envy. But at the same time, I don't like to do things against people. Like yesterday, when I had the thing that had to do with Sonny and Ken and who else? Octavius and oh boy. I chose not to play that receipt of the phone calls and the recordings and all the other shit just on GP. I could show whatever I want under fair use, but just off GP, if I mess with you, I'm not gonna, go crazy, right? You said I definitely believe these fights nowadays are staged. Old beef sector was mostly legit beefs. Some plays, but most of those years long fights. Right. I mean, the thing is like people find a way to beef just so that they can draw attention to themselves from the person that they're beefing with. But they don't hate those people. Trust me. Like you'll be shocked sometimes to hear somebody telling themselves all the time, a content creator, yeah, girl, hit me up. Yeah, my boy, hit me up, bro. And they forgot that they were fighting. You know what I'm saying? That's basically, you said, Resto, we beefing. Oh wow. Envy ready to referee. Hell no. Listen, Gemini and Resto at this point go out and beat each other up. I'm not refereeing a damn thing. Why was you at Ness? Uh-oh. Listen, last week Pizarro called you out for cheating, I think, in your sector. And now, yeah. You know what? And it wasn't a good thing, right? Because they were actually talking about Pizarro, allegedly having something to do with the P bombs. So that's a good question, Resto. What are you doing, bro? What are you doing, Resto? Pete, I was listening and chatting. I started defending you. Then I got blocked. Oh, damn. Resto, I don't know, man. Somebody might have a screenshot where you were participating. That's your girl. But hey, I'm not gonna be in y'all's business. Y'all might be a little bit rocky, and we'll see how audio and 88 rock out. You know what I mean? We might be able to open up a counseling service here soon. Pizarro LL, because he's a cloud chaser, is not supposed to. Oh, is he not supposed to be there? Oh. You guys are funny. Defended me for what? Who said something? That's a good question, Resto. Who said something about pizza? The only thing I heard is she was implicated in the whole P bomb thing. Um, and I did hear, quote, the same reads that people do about Pizarro. No husband, no kids, and all the other bullshit that they say or whatever. I did hear some stuff that was not at Ness's. I just kind of heard that along the way. So I don't know. Oh, absolutely, King Timothy. I notice the people that they're who's in the chat, what they say, what they do, and just know that your support does not go unnoticed. And that's why, that's why this live is about core supporters. If you only rock with your core supporters, then you don't have to worry about what the hell everybody else says. Just make sure that your supporters are taken care of. And what I mean by core supporters is I could be talking about the most trending thing on the YouTube streets, P bombs or whatever. But my core supporters will come here when I'm talking about the weather and driving around and doing absolutely nothing. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't have to follow the trends, because we are our own content. You were, and you don't even know Lolo. She's been saying 5 years. Okay. Well, guess what? Again, Caramel Bunny, I am 100% not going to change how I talk, how I feel, whatever. People like to put like a number of years and sectors. Like if somebody says, oh, somebody's been beef sector for 10 years. listen, if somebody does something wrong wherever they are, whenever they are, I don't care. I'm from the don't give a damn sector, okay? And if you look at the top of my my banner on my YouTube, it says ops sector. I created the ops sector a long time because I don't want anybody to like me too much. You know what I mean? As soon as you have too many people around you, it gets really, really fake, and you can't figure out who's who. I like to keep a small circle. You know what I'm saying? You know, if two people go and do something, one's going to be a lie, one's going to be the truth. And you got to get rid of the one that's a lie. You know what I'm saying? No face, no case. Peep game. Okay. I don't know what she's peeping game about, but peep game. Resto, I got there after what was she? Oh, wait, hold on. I got there after what was said and the red ball was off. I asked what happened, then they was dragging a little and said, and all I said was pizza is cool. She be chilling, and then I got blocked. And as I said, Resto, I did hear a little bit of the drag, but it's none of my business to repeat it. Yeah. RNY, what it do? Beef sector historian saying your beef sector doesn't mean you're old as right. It doesn't. It doesn't at all. I'm old. You know, listen, I came over to the beef sector just to chill, just to hang out, whatever. A few of us Mo3 folks were coming over there. I started hanging out. And I'm like, wow, it's pretty cool over here. I'm like, people like talk about things. I mean, not everybody, but for the most part, I get decent content and just the feel. You know, I like talking to individuals that have graduated from whatever level of school and can have certain conversations. Because as I said, I'm going to bring you good content. I'm going to break things down. It's going to be pretty cool, but I'm not going to be doing that rah rah. It's not going to happen. I'll talk shit, but at this level, at this tone of voice, he's always at Nest. You talking about Resto? Okay. So here's the thing, right? We have a situation right here that we were just talking about, right? Resto and Pizza are rocking together. So if he's always at Nest and they're having issues, I don't know. That could be a problem or it couldn't. It'll be interesting to see what they come up with there. Okay. Say something now, Envy. You were just saying how people can go where they want. Okay, so say something now, Envy. You were just saying how people can go where they want. How did I change that? People can still go wherever they want. I Envy doesn't listen. People can go wherever they want. Man, listen. If you don't, oh, you're talking about Resto. I'm just making that a thing because Pizza's making it a thing, and I want to see how it works out. You know, it's. I guess it's content. I mean, it could be. You know, but the way we'll talk about it is we'll try to predict the future. You like we got Uno cards like e-bike rider with the fake bandages. You know, we'll talk the shit or whatever. Then we'll see how it works out. We'll watch you know, the interaction between those two, and then we'll bring it back here and say, hey, remember they started talking about that shit here, and here's what we came up with. That's what we do. I'm 53. Well, 53 is not old. 53 is chilling. You know, you just had to be going to the gym and, you know, eating right and taking care of your, you know, spiritual and mental health as well. Certified weirdo. I always look for you, certified weirdo. You're another person I look for all the time because certified weirdo, you know what I've seen you do out in the YouTube streets? You don't give a damn. If it's right, it's right. If it's wrong, it's wrong. You're going to type it. Like, I mean, you rock with me heavy, and I guarantee you, if I make a move or say some dumb shit, you're definitely gonna tell me about it. And I like that. I don't like yes men, I don't like yes woman, and certified weirdo. I definitely really appreciate the way that you type out in the YouTube streets. You're a real one for sure. Now you don't want to be in their business, but talking mess. No, there's certain parts I don't want to be in their business, right? I'm gonna talk shit about what I heard, and then I'm going to leave it at that. Not being in their business is me not sitting here and making conclusions on things I don't know the result from. Just like Lolo. As of right now, I spent a whole lot of time. People sat here for 5 hours and we did that whole thing. And there's a couple things that are out there that are solid receipts that kind of show us otherwise of what we figured out. And I'm going to say it. But I also say I can't make a conclusion until I actually watch her live and see how she interacts. Does that mean that Emmy's going to be like, oh, Lolo's a horrible person and I don't support her or whatever? No. but at least we're gonna bring it here and we're gonna figure it out. I don't give a damn. All right. What we get, what we do here. I don't get why my name was being talked about. Who came at me? Pizarro, the reason why your name was being talked about today is they say that the P bomb at YTC started because you were saying that someone was talking about your kids. That's why people are bringing your name up. I'll say that one more time so that you get it. Somebody said that people were talking about your kids, and then basically you lashed out, which got people hyped up. And it's almost like people are saying that you were the equalizer of what happened in the, what happened in the end. Ness was dragging you when audio was explaining what happened over at YTC. Yep. Yeah, that's basically what I was saying for sure. Sorry, I'm really, really trying to hit the chat. That's why it's going a little bit slow. I'm really, really interacting with you guys today because it really, really does matter. I mean, especially with the dumb shit, because we're not going to have that. I want y'all to know out in the YouTube streets, if you're a supporter and you need my help and all whatsoever, just type it in the chat. You're not going to look weak at all whatsoever. You're just put lifers or just put headphones up. I don't know why you guys don't do emojis anymore, but throw some headphones up or whatever. I definitely will pay attention to what's happening to you in the chat, and I will get gutted at any given time. Just because I'm chilling now doesn't necessarily mean I won't do something to you if you fuck with my people. Tori, you said, hey, Envy, what's up? Certified, let's go. I don't give a damn, sector love. Yep. I'm not leaving the beach sector anytime soon. I'm not. You might as well goddamn give me a t-shirt that says like, both 3 sector on the sleeve and beef sector across my chest. Sometimes you graduate from things. I was born and bred in the goddamn Mo3 sector, but you know what? It's not where you're from, it's where you're at, right? And so far, nobody's really cared to say I'm not beef sector. Because I'm not going to say I am, but do I cover beef sector content? Yeah. I'm interested in it right now. I don't have time to follow the Mo3 content, and I don't want to jump on platforms, scream and holler and do this, catch bodies, and I'm good. I used to think envy was boring. Sadly, my thought has not changed. Well, there you go. Hey, if you still think I'm boring, that's cool. Everybody's not going to love me or whatever. I'm boring because I don't have a panel. You know what I'm saying? I just talk my shit and leave it at that. It's very simple content. Just me, what's up, Tori? I mean, but the thing is though, if you think that the people that aren't boring, they usually recycle content over and over and over and over and over again. And you know what you usually do? When you say that somebody's boring, why you visit their channel? You visit their channel because of their panelists. You don't visit their channel because of them. Most of these people, you take a panel away from them, they'll have a nervous breakdown if they got to sit up here and talk their shit. So if I'm boring, so be it. I always fucks with you. You've never come at me, but hey, so I'm not gonna say anything crazy or whatever. But peace. I don't know who said that I left after I got blocked. Okay, Resto. Okay. That's the part that's none of my business. Bringing it up because I heard it is definitely my business. It's y'all's business. It's content. But figuring it out while they're going back and forth is none of my business. That's what the YouTube streets do. They're going to do it. Now, we might make it our business after they make it all of our business and break it down in our way. But hey, it is what it is. Restaurants, okay. Let's see. Hit the like button. Absolutely hit the like button, please. The like button, YouTube uses the like button as a score, and that makes them push you out because it basically means like they look at how many people are in the chat and they look at it as a vote. What do we got here? You say little mama. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Why do we have half of the people liking it? I don't like that because the whole thing is about core supporters. Like, and if you're in the bushes, you don't like me or whatever, like that means you didn't hit the like. Okay. Please hit the like because I don't want my bushes to be filled. Let's see. Resto is attracted to Ness. Oh, wow. Or that's funny. That's funny. That'll be interesting to watch. You know what I'm saying? I had just got there, Tori, and didn't even get to say hi on the live ended. Yeah. Pizarro's questioning Resto. Yes, Pizarro's definitely questioning Resto. Tori, social bomb. Wow, that's crazy. Oh my god, I'm so sorry to hear what happened to YCT. You know what? The worst part about what happened to YTC is because it's back to back. That really sucks. Like it's like a warning shot and then another like, hey, but now here's what happens, right? If somebody does something to you, you think it's just that person. But then when people come behind you, it's kind of like a show of force. That's what organizations do out here, including my own. We might send a couple of people to ride around or whatever, but when we all have to, come through, it doesn't mean we're gonna beat you up or do anything to you. It's just a show of force to confuse you. It's to see if you can if you can solve the puzzle of the shit that we're doing to you. Resto, they doesn't like me, so they not gonna like you. I mean, that's true. Why the fuck am I attracted to Ness? Hey man, that's my man. I'll question him. See, that's what I'm saying. That part is none of my business. Or no, what they put out here, if they're typing in my chat, going back and forth, that's definitely my business. If they're not typing in the chat, then it's definitely not my business. I know pizza, but it's okay. I'm a ride or die for you, both of you. Okay. Well, yeah, I'm gonna leave that up there for a second. That's a receipt. Russ is gonna ride or die for pizza. So we'll see, especially when you get to America with that cash app. We'll see if you're still rocking. I had to throw that. My bad. Resto, you like moose? Oh boy. All right. So sorry, I got to get down here. Hold on. Sorry if I miss a comment. I got to scroll. Thank you, Envy. Yeah, absolutely. I know that you're responding to how I said you type in the YouTube streets. It's definitely nice to have a backup man. Uh-oh. Woohoo. Well, Resto has a backup woman. It's his wife. So that's not a diss on you, but I'm just saying, Resto has a ring on his backup plan. I agree with that. Certified weirdo, free thinker, and little mama Obama are three people that I look for in the chats because their point of views. Yep, I definitely look for them in the chat. And I'm not scared to say it. You know what I'm saying? What is your crackhead friend? I don't have a crackhead friend. I was talking about dragons. Dragons isn't my friend. That's essentially what I was saying the other day. You guys were talking to each other. Uppity, hey, Envy in chat. What up, Uppity? Hey, Uppity, you were on pretty good behavior when you've been on my panels the last few times. Envy, that's a lie. I didn't know he said anything. Room Shaker came up to tell YTC what he said. That's what I thought. That's what I thought, Pizarro. I didn't hear. I mean, I missed the live, but somebody definitely would have said that you said something because people know where I stand with you. They definitely know where I stand with you, and people would definitely tell me like, "What's up with your girl?" You know what I'm saying? But they didn't. They didn't. So as of right now, I do see it as a lie. But that's the commentary about you right now, Pizarro. That you lit the fuse basically. Oh shit. Uh, Let me see. Hold on. Sorry. Little Mama Obama. Let's see. Certified weirdo saying what's up to people. Okay. Uppity. Anybody else I missed? Oh, you're saying what's up to people. All right, cool. Well, you typed that twice. So why are you copying and pasting? Why are you copying and pasting, Uppity? Like, take the time to type original things. Why are you copying and pasting? Holy moly, goddamn, find a home on YouTube. Or wait, goddamn, try to find a home on YouTube. Yeah, well, that's definitely, I wouldn't watch somebody I think is boring. Right. That's what I was wondering. It's very, very easy to press you could press on your remote. I think it's the right arrow that takes you to the next show. It's not that hard. And you just had a panel with Marcus, the homeless user, Lemon, Lolo, and Octavius. They were on your panel. Okay. Well, you know what? Anybody's welcome on my panel if I call them out. So, whether you love or hate somebody, I mean, I'm very calculated about people who are on my panel. Do you see a pinned link today? No, you don't. You don't see a pinned link, right? Because I'm okay sitting up here talking my shit. Uh, Y'all better leave my mind. Oh, Jesus. Let's go. Baby Pizarro. Baby Pizarro's your friend. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you yeah, anyway. Anyway, certified weirdo. Let's see. Do you lose your super chats when that? Yes, yes, you do. Um, what you have to do is, unfortunately, edit the thing. But when you put it, okay, so you have to edit the video. But when you put that video out, they have the URL for it, so it's a risk. You definitely lose your super chats and all the support that you had if your video gets removed. Let's see here. What do you guys got? Mr. Resto. Oh shit, Mr. Resto. Hey, you better slow down, man. Baby Pizarro's on your ass, Resto. Lemon still reigns supreme with the P bomb. If I remember correctly, he was P bomb twice in one night. He definitely reigns supreme. And the thing is like people case joints, right? Just like criminals. People will see, like, if Lemon walks Creed or goes out and smokes cigarettes or misses something or whatever, people are going to get their shit off. And the crazy thing is, they probably didn't even have a problem with Lemon. They were just using it as target practice. It's called casualty of war. Uh, Baby Beef Sector, run it. Okay. Oh, there's baby YTC. What's up, baby YTC? Hopefully your mom is getting through things, and you'll be all right. Baby Bizarro, yeah, for sure. Baby Bizarro is funny as hell. I love funny trolls. You know what I'm saying? I really, really do like funny trolls. They're needed around here. Molly, oh Jesus. Hey MV, I'm on a different device with my second page that doesn't have my membership. I've lowered my expectations for YouTube. Oh, okay. It was really disappointing. I'm glad you said that, Molly, because I would be like, oh my God, Molly left the family. What the hell? Molly, because I look out for you wherever you are. You know what I'm saying? You're such an asshole. Like I see some of your stuff that you type. I just wow. It's almost like listening to Yaya's show today. Or I almost fell out of my seat about not paying dragons. This shit was funny as hell to me. So don't say you don't run panels when you do. Okay. Okay. Let's say I'm dynamic, which means I can sit up here or I can have a panel or whatever. You need to be able to be dynamic. You got to work on your weaknesses. Was I able to sit up here on a panel a couple years ago? Absolutely. Or uh, up here, not on a panel, but up here on a platform by myself and talk my shit a couple years ago? Absolutely not. I started off as a channel because this isn't easy to do. You got this microphone or whatever, you're not necessarily interacting. You're watching yourself and this bubble go back and forth. So, you know what I'm saying? Let's see. I got to scroll down in these comments real quick. Let's see. Y'all are saying, okay, crazy thing about the P bomb is audio came up on my panel and got mad because I didn't drop the banner. He kept asking, what do you mean? Like, you didn't drop the banner for him, or you didn't drop the banner? Oh, I see what you're saying. You left the banner up when audio was on your channel. I get it. Okay, that makes sense. Well, the thing is here's the thing, right? And I'm not necessarily saying anything about any particular individual, not audio, not anybody. But if you have certain behaviors that makes a content creator have to have the banner up while you're up there, you might want to change what you got going on. I would never want to be the person where individuals say, I got to protect my channel when envy pulls up. That would suck. Let's see here. My queen, eat some shrimp. Got it. Okay, you said Baby Bizarro's my baby. I'm on child support. Right, but we need you to get to the United States so you can get that cash app going. Okay. All these babies, baby. Right. It's funny. Baby chef. Oh, baby, we got a baby chefy now. Listen. I don't need a baby envy. You know what I'm saying? Please don't bring out a baby envy, because yeah, a mini me would be really, really bad. Sorry, envy, the membership is lowering your expectations, doesn't have anything to do with you. No, you're good. It's because a lot of people don't do anything for their members. Now, sometimes I'm guilty of that for sure, but I'm not gonna be guilty of it because I'm ramping something up. I have a members only live at 8 o'clock tonight. Because in members only live, I feel a lot more comfortable to say what I feel. Because basically when it's too public, I'm not saying like a members only live isn't public, but it's just more chill. It's like, okay, I could say my thing or whatever, and members feel a little bit more connected because, anyway. Um, Okay, now that's explanation makes sense. Okay, cool. Cosmic Girl. Okay, you guys are hollering at each other. What do we got here? Mr. Resto, you behind on a few payments, mommy. Yeah. Hey, you are behind on a few payments, Resto. That's probably why you're getting cussed out by Big Pizarro. You know what I'm saying? Baby Pizarro, he crying because he want to be picked up and slapped on his that's all, baby. You know, maybe rocked or something like that. You know, I don't that was before the P bomb on YTC. He hit my channel first. Oh, okay. Okay. Well, why'd you leave the banner up for him if he never P bombed anybody before today? You know what? I want to see how many business days it takes for everybody to be cool because audio definitely said he's going to be hitting everybody's links just to see how they react or where he belongs or whatnot. And we know he's going to hit Lemon's link tonight. So you know what? There's your cliffhanger. Go to Lemons to see audio hit his link and see what the vibe is. Okay. Let's see. Audio explain why he P bomb UITC. I think P bombing is weak and weird. However, he said he was just pissed off. Okay, I get that, Cosmic Girl, because I did hear like the big excuse narrative, whatever, that it could be fixed and that he was cleared. So I didn't know what the hell why somebody came in and said that he was cleared, but okay. So now that he said he was pissed off, okay. Well, I mean, people fight the way that they fight. Can I sit here and I can say that people are wrong for the way they fight? Yeah, absolutely. But at the same time, I'm not gonna be their counselor and tell them what to do. You know what I'm saying? Yes, Ma, they normalized P bombs. Yes, they did so bombs. So basically, how is this gonna work out? Right? When I stop, that means I'm drinking water. But listen, how's this going to work out? Let's put a scenario out there. Okay. So people are saying, okay, you guys aren't pissed off at Jay Dunn when she does it, but you're pissed off at audio when he does it. Okay. So here's what I hear a lot. I'm B sector. I'm black sector. I'm Mo 3 sector and all the other shit. Right. So you can't really look at it as the same. People have to work from the inside out. They got to work internally first. So if they figured out how to, forgive Jay Dunn, it doesn't really matter how much they'll go after Jay Dunn or not. She's original beef sector. You can't rewrite history. So they deal with their people the way they deal with their people. So I wouldn't fault them for giving Jay Dunn a quote unquote pass and then not giving audio a pass because he technically is an outsider of the people that it happened to. So he shouldn't be considered. Uh Hey, Nubiology, thank you for the super sticker. I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much. You know what the crazy thing is, Nubiology? You always make sure that you put at least a super sticker in here, and I really appreciate it. That means I'm doing something really, really good. And it was that interaction that we had on Lolo's at one time when we were like, just talking about relationships and like whatever we were doing. Playing a game, whatever we are doing. I really appreciate that you're a good sport back when we did that. You can't just P-bomb because you're mad. Right. You can't. And being mad is not an excuse. Just like when people lie and they do crazy shit and they call it trolling, or like if they date a lot of people or whatever, they call them friends. That's my friend. That's my friend. You know who you are. Just Krista. Cosmic Girl, that's one of the weak points. He's too emotional and just reacts. He has no patience. A lot of people have said that today. Like I've never seen so many people say emotional, emotional, emotional. You know what I'm saying? Like, and if that many people say it, I'm like, okay. I don't really watch audio like that, like his moves and whatnot. That's not really my demographic. But at the same time, like a lot of people do say that he has, some emotional situations. Everybody's allowed to have their opinion, and on that, I have no comment. He was wearing a ski mask. I just don't trust it. Oh, no reason for him to be in my sector. Got it. Okay. I believe that he said that the ski mask is a persona. So he said that he changes his avatars based on personas, which I did for a while, like the council or whatever. I changed into, the guy with a mask on and shit like that to tell people that that's what kind of mood I'm in. Basically, give people a warning that I'm about to talk shit. Lemon will let him up. No cliffhanger there. True. I definitely think that he'll be on Lemons tonight, but we'll see how the interaction is because here's the thing. As I said, listen, Lemon has a core group of supporters. So if there's 500 people over there to see what happens, 600 people over there to see what happens, they're being nosy. And the thing is the crazy thing is I watch his chat and the chat is dragging like most of the time. So I'm like, damn, that's your chat dragging. I'm like, okay. So I want to see what those people see because basically the core supporters are going to be like, hey, he can do what he wants to do or whatever. They're going to support whatever he chooses to do. So that'll be interesting. So being pissed off is explanation. Absolutely not. What does being cleared mean? I have no idea. Somebody pulled up to Audio's platform saying that they saw a receipt that cleared him, which I don't. I don't know what receipt you would show that would clear somebody from P bombing, but they were kind of saying that. And it's just that's some shit that's in the wind. And that's why I don't cover shit like that because it gets too dramatic. I'm not digging up all those bones to try to figure out what the hell is going on. A so-called man crying mad over words and then do that sissy. Amazing. Got it. So the most childish is P bomb when mad. You know what? You know what, Carmel? I always say that about the pull-ups. Once you start dropping locations and doing this and doing that, that means you lost an argument. So I guess now it's P bombing, which is sad, which is really, really sad. I'd rather drop an address and obviously have a P bomb. I'm pissed when Dunn does it too. Everybody's pissed when she does it, but at the same time, people should stay out of the. Okay, so people from everywhere are saying how the beef sector should treat Jay Dunn when they don't have any right to say how the beef sector should treat Jay Dunn. The way that you discipline your own, you're not going to tell. I'm in an organization. Trust me. Out in public, you're never wrong. I'll back you up in a bar fight I don't want to get into if I fucks with you. But when we get back to the house, we're probably going to run a fair fade or maybe not even a fair fade. It matters how stupid you are. Audio isn't Jay Dunn, and who said it was okay when Jay Dunn did it? Um, Everybody. They didn't say it was okay, but they said it was excusable over time because here's what they say. You know what Jay Dunn gives. Now, I don't know Jay Dunn to even that much to even make a conclusion on it, but they say, you know what Jay Dunn gives. So if you let her up on your platform, and piss her off or go against her or whatever, what could happen. That's all they were saying pretty much. But it shouldn't be. I don't think that beef sector should take what an outsider did and then compare it to an insider on how that person should be quote unquote disciplined, not let up on platforms, things like that. Lord, I don't know why they hit panels if they can't stand a drag. They do it all the time. I wonder if YouTube can fix speed bombing or at least address how it can be weaponized. No, they're not going to fix speed bombing because that would mean that you could stop like somebody's they're not going to fix P bombing. It's almost impossible. Cosmic Girl said, well, the normalized P bombing, yeah, normalize the doxing. I think doxing is more normalized than P bombing, but I get what you're saying. I don't respect it regardless of who does it and where they do it at. It ruins the content. It does. And the crazy thing is when content creators have to start walking on eggshells, you stop getting good content because people are scared to put a name on it, scared to, tell somebody to rock out. I'll holla at you. You guys see me do it all the time. If you mess up or whatever, I'll holla at you. I don't need that around me. It's hard enough me sitting up here and putting on a show and not being quote unquote boring, delivering content, relying on the replay game or whatever if people are hating on me. If I'm worried about, oh my gosh, this person might be around, they might do something, might say something, whatever. Like, no, just don't come here. I won't let you up. It's very, very simple. If you did some dumb shit, you go on ice and then come back here if you want to. If you don't come back here, that's fine. If you do try to get on here, I'm going to drop you from backstage. I don't give a damn what somebody does to me. I've always been this way. At one time, doxing was considered a bad thing. Now folks say we will all get doxed. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, believe it or not, most of us are doxed. They're just holding it in the file for Mad Day. Okay. They've already done their footwork. And then people don't start, and then people dox a bunch of people and then stop showing up and doing this and that. Like Meika, what are you doing? You know damn well why you became a mod and all that other shit, right? What are you doing? If you don't listen, I'm gonna stop saying that name because I'm not drawing people for content. I don't give a shit, really. I'll be honest, as lame as it sounds, I didn't expect audio to do something that impulsive and childish. I think that's caught me off guard. It caught me off guard. I just thought audio was like getting his shit off, like just as he says, packing people up or whatever, which isn't wrong. If it's beef sector and you hang out with beef sector, you're supposed to beef. You're supposed to argue. I definitely didn't think that he would go to that level. I was shocked when I got up and people sent me that. I was like, huh? What's up, Git? Appreciate you. How do you let some stranger online make you mad enough to drop your pants? That's just weird. It is. It is. People take this too seriously. They take it offline. And I always say we're supposed to come here to release from the real world, but it's the exact opposite all of a sudden. Now people are making it the real world, and now you got to be on guard when you're not on here because somebody might be doing something behind your back. I haven't seen anyone normalize P-Bomb. What's up, Swag TV? Appreciate you being here. Thank you for your membership. Cosmic Girl, I agree with you, Mo Better. No emotional intelligence. You also have to keep in mind that a 27-year-old is around I would say the median of the target market in the beef sector is about 35, 40, somewhere around there. So 27-year-olds around 40-year-olds. So it's going to be a whole different level of understanding and communication level for sure. I only watch him when I don't have a choice. Got it. A lot of people do that so you can kind of see like what adds up in the storyline and whatnot. And believe it or not, I mean, it's not audio specifically, but I have to watch people that I don't like so I could see like how it weaves into my story and see if people are agreeing, disagreeing, whatever. What'd you say? My earlier comment that I've said people P-Bomb is wrong. I was referring to everybody who does it. Right. Right. Basically, you're making a general statement, saying, whoever does it, that's not cool, no matter who they are. Basically, you're making a blanket statement on everybody. So I do appreciate that. I'm trying to do the same too without calling out names because, as I said, beefing, I'm not doing anymore. The more it's done, it's accepted. Yep. Everything, the more it's done. Hey, King Kaios. Hey, King Kaios. I thought about you because you were the one over there at Lemons. Basically, believe it or not, like the way you stood on business was take my wrench if audio is going to be around here. And I don't know, something you didn't want to participate. Oh, the AI challenge. I don't want to have anything to do with the AI challenge if audio's here because I feel like he's going to do a little of this and a little bit of that. And then also you didn't stop going over there. Like usually when people have their outbursts and say, take my wrench or whatever the case may be, they never come back. So you're still over there. So you're a real one, whatever your opinion was about him at the time. People are basically saying that they're right, they're wrong, whatever. Or that they were right, they were wrong. Kind of like Room Shaker coming over and letting people know how, other individuals have been rocking out for quite some time. Cosmic Girl, it could be me, but I also feel like Dragon Kids is getting worse. I feel like it used to be really taboo and rare. And the crazy thing is, Molly, you can tell somebody, hey, make sure when you come up to my panel that you don't drag kids, you don't do this, you don't do that. And some folks can't even control themselves. You just start spewing out of their mouth of the things that they know are trigger words. And that's going to be an issue also putting the banner up. Let's say you put the banner up and you let somebody up and they get pissed off about it. Unfortunately, it's not going to turn into a P-bomb. It's going to turn into trigger words behind a banner. That can be true when he admitted that he did it and won't apologize for it. Okay. Yeah, the no apology would basically like confirm that it was done, you know. And it is what it is. I don't babysit audio, I don't babysit YTC or anybody else. It will be interesting to see how people stick and move based on what happens to them, because you know right now the stock of people's weakness definitely needs to be looked at. It needs to be looked at, in my opinion. As like a classic only child spoiled as fuck. They used to warm up before they went to kids, Molly Maybach. Right. That's what I thought. Sorry, I'm slow on the comments because I'm literally reading most of them. You know, I'd rather interact with the comments and read them than scroll down real fast and miss what you guys want to say. Because as I said, like the people in the chat are just as important as the people on the panel. So I'm trying. Let's see here. And sometimes I'm bad at comments, so I'm really trying here. These sassy sims do it because it's online. Yeah, shady. And the crazy thing is not just face to face. Like when these people turn on a camera, they're a completely different individual. It's the weirdest thing I've seen. When they turn on a camera, they're so docile, like, oh, you know, and they've been popping shit all week, and then they sound like a bitch. I'm like, what the hell? They can't allow porn. Da 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 da. Oh, Mama Obama. I think what it needs to be, what needs to happen, Molly. I think with the whole P bomb thing, what I would like YouTube to do is not penalize the individual because it was not their fault. Yes, they brought up people, but the content creator doesn't ask to get P bomb. What I would like to happen is for them to discontinue accounts that are P bombing. Yes, of course they can, you know, make a Google profile or whatever, but there's a way where YouTube can see if you're making multiple accounts. You got to remember, you got to remember YouTube is sister companies with Google. If you don't think that they can block you from making a Google account and track you and eliminate your right to basically be on the browser, you're crazy. It's slow walking inappropriate behavior. It's appropriate behavior grooming. Yep. They're bringing back channels that were porn bombed that start. Oh, okay. Right. That's something they should do. What'd you say? Can we hit the goal? Oh, thank you, Resto. I appreciate that. Yeah, we're close to goal. Appreciate that, Resto. Thank you, man. Yeah, we're gonna try to hit the goal. But the number one goal today is to you know, get my shit off and do that, because I know other people are going live and some folks are gonna leave. But hey, I know my core group is here and I want you guys to feel really good about being supported, and people aren't gonna come over here and do dumb shit. I promise you that. I never thought audio would go this far. At least he took accountability, even though he was dead ass wrong. I will say this, Cosmic Girl, a lot of people would not have taken the accountability. It would have been excuse after excuse after excuse after excuse. And yeah, I mean, hey, I think it's wrong as hell. But if he, you know, if he took accountability for it, I have to say that's a step in the right direction. He showed him. No, he didn't show himself. He pulled up something. Or no. What he did was he changed his avatar to an image that was highly inappropriate. No jam. Let's see, what do we got? Oh, MGO. Hey, MGO, I went to your channel. Wow. All I gotta say is wow. Like I saw, you know, when you were speaking in front of the crowds and you were actually talking about like real issues, and then you weaved it into, you know, the black population. And I really liked what you said, MGO, when you were like, you know, the black population makes half of what other people do with the same, you know, level of degrees and education. I really did like that you said that. I paid attention. You know, you've been here a few times, so I'm actually going to read, you know, I'm going to look at what you do, and it's all good. I love it. The most recent people, I'm including dropping one's pants. No. Let's see here. Medium age in the beach sector is closer to 55. Oh man. Well, you know, I was trying to be nice. But okay, we'll just say it's more mature than many sectors. How about that? I won't put an age on it. Oh, somebody, you said I thought people usually showed explicit videos when they do. That's usually how people get p-bomb. They'll put like an explicit video and they'll like put their cell phone up against their laptop or whatever. Yeah, it's a figure of speech. Yes, it is. Let's see. Oh my god. Yeah, yeah. Molly, would you say? What's up, Shauna? Molly, you're not wrong. It happens like VS and Phi Babe. Now everyone is having their babies dragged. That shit is like you got to be a certain kind of person to start dragging like young children. You really do. You know what I'm saying? You have to really, really be weird. Right. Envy, Grace Spirit of 20 seconds for Bebop. Right. Shauna, what did you say? I'm interested into any topic that's not Lemon Discord or Lemon's Discord. Well, that'll never end. Things get dropped in the Discord or whatnot on a regular basis. But whether you pay attention to it, you pay attention to it. If you don't, you don't. I mean, the thing that makes me worry of audio is how he goes at women. Every time he fights with a female, it's immediately sexual. My psych degree tells me that is a red flag. Understood. Gemini, what do you got? MGO, it's that woman. Is that woman? Yes, MGO definitely is. If you listen to MGO stuff, just make sure that you're educated and make sure you have the attention span to listen to like real content. Real, yeah, just watch it. I could sit up here and praise it for another hour, but I really like how she speaks. She carries herself real well. And the good thing is MGO will show you like herself in like the most professional environments, but at the same time, then she'll do videos where she's kind of, kick back, after work, where she could take her shoes off, kick back, and she'll do content like that. So I always like it when content creators show us different sides of themselves. And she's really, really good at it. And Envy, a lot came out with the Discord in this P-bombing situation distracted. I was excited. Yes, that's true. Let me make sure I covered a few things I wrote down here and we will get up out of here. It's a quick live. I just basically wanted y'all to know that I fully support you all and my core group audience. That's who I want. People in the bushes, shout out to them. I actually do get cash apps every once in a while for people that never drop down, but that's okay. Everybody's comfortable doing what they do. If you don't hit the chat and you're my supporter, that means that you're on the upper deck in the VIP section, and we definitely have refreshments, snacks, and all that other good stuff up there for you. What did I say? Let's see. Okay, we talked about Lolo and Meika. I don't want to beat that to death, to be honest with you. And then our content. Oh, I said everybody talks about our content and then pretends like we didn't bring it up. Like when I heard them talk about Marcus today, I was like, really? I'm like, where did that originate from? We can't make age-based excuses though, because I'm in Audio's age range and I'm cool with him, but I can't wrap my mind around why he chose to do that instead of using his words to drag. I agree. I agree. Yes, you are. But see, age is just a number, little mama Obama. Some people have old souls, as they call it, and just maturity levels that make them look like they're a little bit older. So I wouldn't put a age on behavior. I wouldn't do that. Me personally, because you speak your mind, but you stay out of the way. Let's see, Molly, what did I've been missing it a lot? Oh Jesus. So bomb, you don't know what happened today. Today is kind of a crazy day. Today's a crazy day, and unfortunately, YouTube cameras has dealt with it twice. And then they went after Lolo, and then these same people. I'm not saying they or whatever getting down on anybody, because guess what? Even if it's audio or whoever it is, it could be anybody the next day. Because a lot of people, just are within behaviors that they see normal. And audio did tell YTC time after time again that he wants to be able to be up on the panel and defend himself. And it is horrible when you're backstage listening to somebody talk shit about you, you can't get up. So I believe that he feels like he gave her enough warning. I wouldn't say warning, but enough constructive criticism to let them up. So I would figure that it was a build up type situation. Take care of yourself, brother. Be safe, be strong. Trying one brick at a time. Sometimes I want to come on, sometimes I don't, but I want to keep it consistent. So Bomb, I forgot. Just kidding. Meika just released a lot of receipts and aired out her frustrations with Lemon, but I think they're good now. What? Oh my God. Um, Jesus Christ. I mean, listen, I don't, if I'm not cool with you, just go away. You know what I'm saying? Just go away. There's people that are gossiping about today's trending topics, and just go watch them. You know what I'm saying? Molly Maybeck. Oh, I thought that was no, it was well, the reason why you thought that is it happened to YouTube cameras like twice in 1 week. That's probably why your timeline, so bomb. Because no, it happened today. It was just with different people. Let's see. So Sabam, that's a good thing. Thanks. Shauna, exactly. I think it's weird to have an obsession with what is going on in Discord and Lemon's livelihood. It's weird. It's 100% weird. It's weird that people uh it's weird that people have to be there, like when a certain person's on the panel or in the chat. Oh my God, let's go chase this person around and make sure they're okay and this and that, whatever. Yes, the obsession is definitely weird, and I wouldn't say just with Lemon. It's weird with anybody. It's the cult like behavior is ridiculous, but that's with most content creators. To be honest with you, let's see here. Envy, don't quote me. Okay. Envy, I'm just reporting what I saw on YTC. I don't know. Oh, okay. Okay, cool. Well, there's nothing wrong with that. You can definitely do that at any time. Let's see what's going on real quick out in the YouTube streets, because I'm going to help us out a little bit. Okay, I'm going to share screens so you guys could tell me where we're going. How about that? All right. So let me see here real quick. Let me do something real quick for you all. Thank you for your patience. I appreciate it. Just give me about 1 minute. Let me see. I got to pull this up. Hold on 1 second. I'm going to do us a favor. Need y'all's patience again. Hold on a second. Let's see. All right. Hold on 1 second. Uh, let's see here. Okay. All right. Here we go. All right, cool. All right, y'all. So let's see. Pizarro's is Meika, let's talk and get down to the bottom of it. Ness was beaten just like Audio Mama. Oh, okay. Okay. So basically she's following up on that situation with Meika and what we were just talking about. So here's what I'm gonna do. I want to highlight Room Shaker and Ness are both live, just to let you know. If you want it. Typically I don't want to know. What'd you say? I might be at work, but please hit the like. I appreciate that. Yeah. I'm actually teleporting us over to Pizarro's right now, because basically, since we brought Meika up, I definitely want to be fair and see what she's saying. I'm not going to do any outro or whatever, because that messes up the redirect. But I'll be on my members only live at 8, and then I'll be on the YouTube streets. We'll talk real quick and we'll be up out of there. But thank you for coming. I just wanted to make my supporters know that I got your back, and that we're going to bring the content here. We're going to use our educated brains to break things down, come to a conclusion. If you guys don't like something that's going on, you feel like somebody's going to pee bomb, you feel like somebody makes you uncomfortable, you feel like somebody's getting their shit out too much, if you feel picked on, if you're a core supporter, just ask me to stop and we'll stop. Period. I don't care. If enough of you say, just like Buddy that mushed himself in the face, or not himself in the face, but mushed the woman in the face. Well, guess what? I left it out there for somebody to do something with it. Queen Tulsa says she's going to do something with it, and whether she follows up on that or not, I have absolutely no idea whatsoever. Thank you so much, Pamela. Yeah, I'm trying to be consistent. I know my day ones like yourself have all wanted me to be consistent, and I am 100% trying to do so. I really do appreciate the super sticker. You already know that keeps me motivated, right? See, Envy, so bomb. Hey, and just so y'all know, please hit the like button. And as I said, out in the YouTube streets today, if you're my core supporter, let's keep our eyes open. And I want us to come back here tomorrow and break everything down. Today was just, as I said, today was just an overview, but we're going to make sure that we definitely break things down. Let me check something real quick. Okay, I'm good. We're going to definitely bring back now we also can't be biased. If Meika pulls up over there and it ends up being something that's different, that's fine. We're going to use our own minds because hold on one second. We're going to use our own minds, but best believe we will 100% definitely hold on. We will 100% definitely break it down. Hold on one second. Hold on one second, y'all. Seeking. All right. Let me see something real quick. Uh, all right. All right. So we're going to go over there and do our, we're going to go over there and do our due diligence. I'm going to end the live. Stick around so that we teleport over to Pizarro's. Thank you for coming through. I appreciate it. And I will see my members at 8, and I'll see the rest of you all tomorrow right around 5 o'clock. Ahala.